What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. My name is Kyle Lemon, and today we are going to be working on a mob grinder. Now, this is everything from a mob grinder to an XP farm to a huge umbrella. Anyway, here is what you'll need in survival to go and build this thing. It's quite a lot, so go ahead, pause the screen, gather all your materials, and come back when you're ready. Once again, the sword doesn't have to be netherite. I am just bougie. All right, y'all, let's get started. So wherever you want the direct center of this farm, go ahead and place 4 chests like this. And then above them, place 4 hoppers feeding directly into the chests. And then you can go ahead in front of those chests where you want to kill the monsters, go ahead and place 2 building blocks and 2 stairs to get up there. And then around the stairs and chests, you can go ahead, build glass around there 2 blocks high, like so. Now this is just to keep it safe, make sure things don't hurt it. And you can go ahead, put slabs right on top of the hoppers. And around the sides and back of the slabs, we can actually go ahead and put building blocks like this. And we're going to want to build those 2 blocks high. Then in the front, we can go ahead and put some blocks on the second level there. And go ahead below those blocks, we'll put our trapdoors. That's so we can see the monsters and kill them, but they can't see us and kill us. Then we'll build up glass around the sides and front, and if you want, you can put a double door here. It's not necessary, but I think it would be a nice touch. As you can see, we can open these chests now, and now we can just go ahead and put our torches on every side of this, kind of lighting it up just so that mobs don't spawn around it. We need mobs spawning above it, not beside it. Then go ahead on your building blocks, build up 21 blocks. Once that's built up, you can go ahead and just start building the rest up to that 21 block height. Now, what you could do is you could build that glass part at the bottom. You could build it 64 blocks in the air. That will actually increase the spawn rate of the mobs. But I find that for the farm that I'm building, if you really don't care too much about spawn rates, this is good enough spawn rate. You'll get enough drops. You'll get enough XP for a starter farm. And then once that is all built up, you can put blocks in the corners of that like this, and take the last layer and put in stairs instead of blocks. Put the stairs facing the hole though. And then we can go ahead and put our ladders on one side below the stairs and on the other side below the stairs. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our slabs, build those out 7 behind each stair. This is where your water is going to go. So the water is going to flow on these blocks toward the stairs and not fall into the hole, but make sure that everything that's in the water does fall into the hole. Once you've built those out, go ahead on each end of those. We can go ahead, place 2 more slabs like this, and then place building blocks on top of those. And just do that for each of the sides. This is where our walls are going to go, so it's not really counting as where the water is going to go. Once you've done that, you can go to the corners of the inside and build those up 2 blocks high. And these are going to be the start of your walls. So you can go ahead and just build your walls around the platforms like this. And once you build all your walls up like this, it's pretty much going to complete the canal that we're working on. Again, this is where the mobs are going to fall into once they spawn, and the water is going to push them into the hole for them to be killed by us. Finally, once those walls are built up, go ahead and put your water buckets in each of the 4 sides. So 2 water buckets per side, like that. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and start building the outer edge of this farm. So go ahead and just kind of complete it in a square, connect all the sides like I'm showing on the screen. And once that is done, we can go ahead and on the sides of this, build up a wall 3 blocks high on every side. Then go ahead, put your trapdoors on the same level as the platforms we just built from the building blocks. And then once that's done, you can close all the trapdoors so that the water's actually open. And what this will do is when the mobs spawn, it will trick their pathfinding AI into thinking that there's a block there, but there's no block there, and they fall in the water. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take our trapdoors and we're going to put them in a pattern that makes sure that no spiders spawn, only the other mobs. So only skeletons, zombies, and creepers will spawn here, no spiders. If you think about it, it doesn't make sense to have spiders spawn here anyway because they could just crawl back up the center. Either way, go ahead and copy this pattern on each of the 4 sides. And now that that's done, we can go ahead and build another tier with our slabs here instead of our building blocks. We're going to build this with our slabs. Just like the same platforms that you built below, we're going to go ahead and connect that on the same level as the 3rd wall block. And then we can go ahead and fill all those in. Then once those are filled in, just the same thing as we did on the bottom, we're going to put the trapdoors on the same level as those blocks, and then we're going to close them up. Once again, we're going to go ahead and put the trapdoors in that pattern that we did before so that only zombies, creepers, and skeletons spawn and no spiders spawn. And if you wanted to do this farm with more than 2 tiers, stating the obvious here, you would need more materials, but it would also be much more efficient. Adding a separate tier would add more monsters per spawn rate. Some people build this 5 tiers up. 5 seems to be a lot for me. For a starter base, I think 2 or 3 tiers would be the best. This farm right here is 2 tiers just for the tutorial. Once all the trapdoors are placed and opened, we can build the final wall of this. Go ahead, build it up 3 high again around the entire side. Once you're done with the wall, we are just going to top it off with slabs. Make sure you cover the whole thing, leaving no holes. This interior needs to be completely dark for monsters to have the best spawn rate. And that is it for this farm. All you got to do now is take your sword, come over here, and just hit them. Pop them one. And they're one shot because of the distance that they fall. They'll always be one shot, which means this will be super easy. There you go. Look at all that XP flowing in. And you can see here we got a decent haul. If you like this farm and are interested in the other farms that I have behind me, go ahead and go on my Minecraft tutorials playlist. That will show you all the tutorials that I've done, and you'll be able to build them in your world. Otherwise, subscribe for the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!